Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about one of the most powerful principles of success, the habit of daily education. You see, life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. And the only way to change for the better is to grow, to learn, to expand your mind every single day. Every day we are presented with two choices: to step forward into growth or to remain the same. And let me tell you, the world doesn't stand still. It moves fast. Those who commit to learning, improving, and gaining knowledge daily are the ones who rise above the rest. They are the ones who take control of their future instead of leaving it to luck. Formal education may give you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. The secret to success is not in waiting for opportunities to knock on your door, but in preparing yourself so well that opportunity has no choice but to find you. Read books, listen to audiobooks, study great minds, learn new skills, and never stop feeding your mind today. Shapes who you become tomorrow. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And failure, it's just a few errors in judgment, repeated over time. What you do daily, whether it's learning or ignoring growth, compounds. Small efforts, small improvements may not seem like much today, but over time, they will make all the difference. If you want better health, educate yourself about nutrition and exercise. If you want financial freedom, study wealth-building principles. If you want better relationships, learn communication and emotional intelligence. Whatever you want in life, education is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Your mind is like a garden. You can plant seeds of knowledge, wisdom, and success, or you can let the weeds of ignorance take over. The choice is yours. But remember this: the day you stop learning is the day you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you start declining. So make it a habit, a daily discipline. Read something insightful, listen to something uplifting, study something useful. Because when you do, you're not just learning, you're transforming. And transformation is the key to a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. Every single day we are presented with a choice, whether to grow, improve, and expand our knowledge, or to remain where we are. Growth is not something that happens automatically. It requires conscious effort and intentional action. The difference between those who succeed and those who stagnate lies in their daily decisions. Do they choose to learn, or do they let another day pass without progress? The truth is, nothing in life stays the same. You are either moving forward or falling behind. The world is constantly evolving, new ideas are emerging, and industries are shifting. If you are not learning, adapting, and upgrading your knowledge, you risk being left behind. Successful people understand this. They know that knowledge is a powerful tool, and they actively seek ways to educate themselves every single day. Imagine two individuals starting at the same place in life. One of them chooses to dedicate a few minutes or hours every day to learning, reading books, listening to podcasts, taking online courses, or engaging in meaningful conversations with knowledgeable people. The other person, however, believes they already know enough and don't make any effort to grow. A year later, who do you think will be ahead? The answer is obvious. Growth is a daily process, and those who make learning a priority will always have the advantage. Success in any area of life, whether it's business, relationships, health, or personal development, requires continuous improvement. Think about the most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, or leaders. None of them reached their peak and decided to stop learning. Instead, they constantly refine their skills, study new strategies, and seek out ways to become even better. Growth is a mindset, a habit, and a lifestyle. It is not something you do once and forget about. It is a daily commitment. One of the greatest misconceptions people have is that learning ends after school. The reality is, formal education provides only the basics. The real education, the kind that shapes your future, determines your success, and builds your character, comes from what you do outside of the classroom. It comes from personal development, reading books that challenge your thinking, surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, and taking on experiences that push you outside your comfort zone. Many people wait for opportunities to come to them. They hope for promotions, dream of a better life, and wish for success, but wishing is not enough. Growth is what prepares you for the opportunities ahead. When you educate yourself daily, you are equipping yourself with the knowledge and skills needed to recognize and seize opportunities when they arise. The person who is constantly learning and improving is the one who will be ready when the right moment comes. Developing a habit of daily education does not require hours of study. Even small efforts compound over time. Reading just 10 pages of a book every day might seem insignificant, but over a year, that amounts to over 3,600 pages, enough to read dozens of books. Listening to a podcast on your way to work, watching an educational video, or spending a few minutes learning a new skill can all add up to massive growth. The key is consistency. Growth is not about making big changes overnight, but about small, deliberate steps taken every single day. One day of learning may not seem to make a difference, but after weeks, months, and years, the results will be undeniable. You will think differently, act differently, and create new opportunities for yourself simply because you made learning a daily habit. No one ever regrets learning more, but many people regret not starting sooner. The sooner you make the decision to educate yourself daily, the sooner you will see transformation in your life. Growth is not an accident. It is a choice, and that choice is made every single day. Formal education plays an important role in shaping the foundation of our knowledge, but it is self-education that determines the height of our success. Many people believe that once they finish school or obtain a degree, their learning journey is complete. However, the reality is that true learning begins when we take responsibility for our own growth and development. Self-education is the key that unlocks doors to opportunities, financial freedom, and personal fulfillment. Those who understand this principle never stop learning, because they know that their ability to grow is directly linked to their success in life. Think about the most successful people in the world, entrepreneurs, inventors, and leaders who have made a lasting impact. Many of them did not achieve greatness solely because of formal education. In fact, some of the most influential figures in history either dropped out of school or pursued knowledge beyond the traditional classroom. They understood that self-education, seeking knowledge outside of the standard curriculum, learning from experiences, and constantly improving skills was the real key to success. Formal education provides a framework, but it is limited. Schools teach general subjects, but they rarely prepare individuals for the specific challenges they will face in the real world. A person may graduate with a degree, but if they do not continue learning and adapting, they will soon find themselves struggling to keep up with the rapidly changing world. This is why self-education is so important. It allows individuals to stay ahead, discover new possibilities, and continuously expand their potential. Financial success in particular is heavily influenced by self-education. Schools teach basic math and economics, but they rarely teach people how to build wealth, invest wisely, or create financial independence. Many of the wealthiest individuals in the world did not learn about money from school. They learned by reading books, studying successful people, and taking action based on their own research. They developed financial intelligence through self-education, and that knowledge allowed them to make smarter decisions and create wealth for themselves. Beyond financial success, self-education also leads to personal fulfillment. Life is not just about making money. It is about growing as a person, improving relationships, and finding meaning in what we do. Those who commit to learning every day develop a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. They gain wisdom, emotional intelligence, and the ability to navigate challenges with confidence. They learn how to communicate effectively, solve problems creatively, and make better decisions in all areas of life. One of the greatest advantages of self-education is that it is limitless. Unlike formal education, which follows a structured curriculum, self-education allows individuals to explore topics that truly interest them. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering a skill, or studying personal development, self-education provides the freedom to grow in ways that are meaningful and valuable. In today's digital age, knowledge is more accessible than ever. Books, online courses, podcasts, and expert interviews are available at our fingertips, making it easier than ever to learn and grow on our own terms. Another important aspect of self-education is its ability to foster innovation and creativity. Many of the world's greatest inventions and breakthroughs were not discovered in a classroom, but through independent exploration and experimentation. Those who educate themselves beyond traditional schooling are the ones who challenge the status quo, think outside the box, and bring new ideas to life. They refuse to be limited by what they were taught in school, and instead seek out knowledge that helps them create something greater. Ultimately, success is not about how much you learned in school, but how much you continue to learn throughout your life. The difference between those who struggle and those who thrive is not their level of formal education, but their willingness to keep growing, adapting, and improving. Self-education is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Those who take control of their own learning journey will always have an edge, because they are constantly preparing themselves for the opportunities and challenges ahead. Success is not the result of one big decision or a single lucky break. It is the product of small, consistent actions taken over time. The habits we build, the choices we make daily, and the effort we put in regularly all contribute to the results we see in our lives. This is why the concept of compounding is so powerful. Just as small investments grow into large fortunes through compound interest, small disciplines practiced every day accumulate into massive success. Many people believe that success requires drastic changes or sudden breakthroughs, but in reality it is the simple daily disciplines that make the biggest difference. Reading 10 pages of a book each day might not seem like much, but over a year that amounts to over 3,600 pages. Enough to read several life-changing books. Spending 30 minutes a day learning a new skill may feel insignificant at first, but in a few months, it can turn into mastery. Exercising for just 20 minutes daily might not show immediate results, but over time it leads to improved health and fitness. The reason small disciplines are so powerful is that they shape who we become. Every action we take is a vote for the type of person we are becoming. When we consistently make positive choices, we reinforce an identity of growth, discipline, and success. On the other hand, when we ignore small improvements or make poor choices repeatedly, we reinforce an identity of stagnation and mediocrity. Success is not about making one great choice. It is about making small, positive choices consistently, day after day. Failure, on the other hand, is simply the result of small errors in judgment, repeated over time. Skipping one workout won't make you unhealthy, but consistently neglecting exercise will. Spending money carelessly one time won't ruin your finances, but repeating that habit daily can lead to debt and financial stress. Likewise, procrastinating on learning and self-improvement might not seem harmful in the moment, but over time it leads to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. The key to success is recognizing that every small decision matters, no matter how insignificant it may seem. One of the biggest challenges people face when trying to build positive habits is impatience. We live in a world that craves instant results, but true success is never immediate. This is why many people give up too soon. They start going to the gym, but quit after a few weeks because they don't see dramatic results. They begin reading books, but stop because they feel like the knowledge isn't making an immediate impact. What they fail to realize is that growth happens gradually, not instantly. The effort they put in today might not show results right away, but over time, those small actions will compound into something extraordinary. The power of compounding works both ways. If we make positive choices daily, we set ourselves on a path toward success. But if we make negative choices repeatedly, we create a downward spiral. This is why self-discipline is so important. Discipline is not about making huge sacrifices. It is about staying committed to small, beneficial actions, even when we don't see immediate results. Successful people understand this principle. They know that the key to greatness is in their daily routine, the small habits that over time create incredible achievement. One way to make sure small disciplines stick is by focusing on progress, not perfection. Many people get discouraged when they miss a day or make a mistake, but the key is to stay consistent in the long run. Success is not about never failing. It is about getting back on track after setbacks. Even if you miss a day of learning, exercising, or working toward a goal, what matters is that you continue moving forward the next day. When you embrace the power of compounding, you realize that every small effort counts. You no longer wait for motivation or inspiration to strike, because you understand that progress is built through daily habits. Over time, these small disciplines will shape your mindset, strengthen your skills, and ultimately lead you to the success you desire. Knowledge is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Every goal, dream, and aspiration you have is within reach, but only if you equip yourself with the right knowledge to get there. The difference between success and failure is often not talent, luck, or background. It is the level of knowledge and education you acquire along the way. Whether you want to improve your health, build wealth, strengthen relationships, or advance in your career, the right information is the key to unlocking your potential. Many people have big dreams, but they never take the time to learn what is required to achieve them. They want financial freedom, but never study money management. They want to start a business, but never learn entrepreneurship skills. They want to be in great shape, but never educate themselves on proper nutrition and exercise. Without the right knowledge, they remain stuck, frustrated, and unable to progress. The truth is, success is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to seek out and apply the right knowledge. Think about the most successful people in any field. They did not reach their level of success by accident. They dedicated themselves to learning. Athletes study their sport, analyze their movements, and refine their techniques. Entrepreneurs read books, attend seminars, and learn from mentors. Great leaders continuously educate themselves about human psychology, communication, and strategy. The common factor among all high achievers is their commitment to lifelong learning. They recognize that knowledge is the foundation of their success, and they never stop expanding their understanding. One of the most powerful aspects of knowledge is that it eliminates fear and uncertainty. Many people fail to take action because they do not know what to do. They hesitate, second-guess themselves, and remain stuck in doubt. But when you educate yourself, you replace fear with confidence. You no longer wonder if something is possible. You know it is because you have the knowledge and strategy to make it happen. Learning removes the mystery from success and gives you a clear path to follow. The best part about acquiring knowledge is that it is more accessible today than ever before. In the past, education was limited to schools and universities. Now anyone with an internet connection can access a wealth of information. Books, online courses, podcasts, and videos provide endless opportunities to learn about any subject. No matter what goal you have, there is already someone who has achieved it, documented their journey, and shared the knowledge needed to follow in their footsteps. The only thing stopping you is your willingness to seek out and apply that information. Knowledge is also the greatest equalizer. No matter where you come from or what your current circumstances are, education has the power to transform your life. Countless successful people started with nothing but changed their situation through learning. They did not accept their limitations. They studied, applied their knowledge, and created opportunities for themselves. If they could do it, so can you. The key is to recognize that education is not something you finish, it is something you commit to for life. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that knowledge alone is enough. Learning is important, but without action, it is meaningless. Many people read books, watch videos, and attend seminars, but they never apply what they learn. The real power of knowledge comes from its application. The more you practice what you learn, the faster you see results. Successful people do not just acquire knowledge, they use it to improve their lives and the lives of those around them. If you want to achieve any goal, start by gaining the knowledge required to reach it. Study the people who have already done it, learn from their experiences, and apply those lessons to your own journey. Do not wait for success to come to you. Educate yourself, take action, and build the bridge that leads to your dreams. The more you learn, the more doors will open, and the closer you will be to the life you desire. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow, whether it is positive knowledge and wisdom or negativity and ignorance. Just like a garden, your mind needs care, attention, and the right nutrients to flourish. If you neglect it, weeds will take over, and instead of producing something valuable, it will be filled with distractions, doubts, and limiting beliefs. But if you intentionally plant seeds of knowledge, curiosity, and self-improvement, you will cultivate a mind that is strong, capable, and prepared for success. Every thought you entertain, every book you read, and every piece of information you consume contributes to the state of your mind. If you constantly feed your mind with inspiring and educational content, you develop a mindset that is open, adaptable, and growth-oriented. On the other hand, if you allow negativity, fear, and misinformation to take root, your mind will be filled with doubt, anxiety, and confusion. This is why it is crucial to be intentional about what you allow into your mental space. Just as a gardener removes weeds to protect their crops, you must remove toxic influences that prevent your growth. One of the best ways to cultivate a strong mind is through reading. Books are like fertilizers for the brain. They provide valuable insights, perspectives, and wisdom from people who have already achieved what you aspire to do. A single book can change your life by offering knowledge that shifts your thinking and empowers you to take action. The most successful people in the world, from business leaders to athletes and artists, all have one thing in common. They are lifelong learners who never stop reading and expanding their knowledge. They understand that the more they learn, the more they grow, and the more opportunities they create for themselves. But books are just one way to feed your mind. In today's digital world, we have unlimited access to information through podcasts, online courses, documentaries, and educational videos. Learning is no longer confined to classrooms or libraries. It is available at our fingertips. The key is to use this access wisely. Many people spend hours scrolling through social media, consuming content that adds no real value to their lives. They fill their minds with gossip, negativity, and distractions instead of seeking out knowledge that could help them grow. Just like a gardener chooses which plants to nurture, you must choose the kind of information you consume daily. Surrounding yourself with the right people is another crucial aspect of cultivating a strong mind. The people you spend the most time with influence your thoughts, beliefs, and habits. If you surround yourself with individuals who are constantly learning, striving for success, and pushing themselves to grow, you will naturally adopt the same mindset. But if you spend your time with people who complain, make excuses, and resist change, you will find yourself adopting their limiting beliefs. Just as plants thrive in the right environment, your mind thrives when it is nurtured by positive influences. Another important factor in mental growth is curiosity. A curious mind is always seeking new knowledge, asking questions, and challenging itself to think differently. Many people stop learning after they finish school because they believe they already know enough. But the most successful individuals never stop being students of life. They remain curious, open to new ideas, and willing to challenge their own assumptions. Curiosity is the driving force behind innovation, creativity, and personal growth. It keeps your mind active, engaged, and constantly evolving. Just like a garden requires patience and consistency, so does mental growth. You won't see results overnight, but every small effort you make to educate yourself compounds over time. The knowledge you gain today may not seem significant, but in the long run, it will shape the way you think, make decisions, and approach challenges. Just as a seed eventually grows into a tree, the information you absorb today will develop into wisdom, strength, and success. If you want to create a life of growth, success, and fulfillment, start by nurturing your mind. Be mindful of what you consume. Choose your influences wisely, stay curious, and commit to lifelong learning. A well-nourished mind is your greatest asset, and just like a garden in full bloom, it will reward you with abundance, opportunities, and success. One of the greatest advantages of educating yourself daily is that it keeps you ahead in a constantly changing world. The world is evolving at an incredible pace. Technology, industries, economies, and even the way people communicate are transforming faster than ever before. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow, and the only way to stay relevant and competitive is to keep learning. Knowledge is power, and those who continuously update their skills and expand their understanding will always be ahead of those who remain stagnant. Many people become comfortable with what they already know. They assume that once they have a degree, a job, or some level of expertise, they can stop learning. But this mindset is dangerous. The moment you stop learning, you start falling behind. Look at any industry, whether it's business, healthcare, technology, or finance, and you will see that the people who rise to the top are the ones who are always learning. They are the ones reading books, attending seminars, taking courses, and staying informed about the latest trends. They understand that knowledge is not something you acquire once and then forget. It is something you must continuously seek out and apply. Think about companies like Blockbuster and Kodak. They were once leaders in their industries, but they failed to adapt to change. They refused to learn and evolve, and as a result, they became irrelevant. Meanwhile, companies like Netflix and Apple constantly innovate, learn, and stay ahead of the curve. The same principle applies to individuals. If you do not educate yourself and grow with the times, you risk becoming outdated and being left behind. The world does not slow down for those who refuse to keep up. One of the most valuable skills in today's world is adaptability, the ability to learn new things quickly and apply them effectively. The job market is changing, industries are shifting, and automation is replacing many traditional roles. The people who thrive in this environment are not the ones with the most experience in one specific skill. They are the ones who can learn new skills, adapt to new situations, and solve problems creatively. By educating yourself daily, you develop a mindset of adaptability and resilience. You become someone who can confidently navigate change rather than fear it. In addition to professional growth, staying ahead through continuous learning also impacts personal development. The more you educate yourself, the better you become at critical thinking, decision-making, and problem-solving. You become more aware of the world, more capable of understanding different perspectives, and more confident in your ability to handle challenges. Educating yourself is not just about keeping up with external changes. It is also about strengthening your inner world. A well-informed mind is a powerful tool that helps you make better choices, avoid mistakes, and seize opportunities that others may not even recognize. The ability to stay ahead through learning is more accessible today than ever before. With the internet, you have unlimited resources at your fingertips: books, podcasts, online courses, webinars, and expert interviews. There are no excuses for not learning when information is so readily available. The only difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is the willingness to take advantage of these opportunities. While some people spend hours mindlessly scrolling through social media, others use that same time to read, research, and educate themselves. The choice is always yours. Another advantage of continuous learning is that it increases your value. Whether you are an employee, an entrepreneur, or someone pursuing personal goals, the more knowledge you have, the more valuable you become. Employers seek people who bring fresh ideas and solutions. Customers prefer businesses that stay updated with the latest trends. Even in relationships and social interactions, an educated mind makes you a more engaging and insightful person. The more you know, the more you can contribute to the world around you. Success in any area of life is not about luck, it is about preparation. Those who stay ahead are the ones who prepare themselves through constant learning. They do not wait for opportunities to come to them. They equip themselves with the knowledge and skills needed to create opportunities. When you commit to educating yourself daily, you are not just keeping up with the world, you are positioning yourself to lead it. Educating yourself daily is the foundation of continuous growth, success, and fulfillment. Knowledge is the key that unlocks opportunities, sharpens your mind, and prepares you for an ever-changing world. Small, consistent efforts in learning compound over time, shaping you into a more capable, adaptable, and confident individual. By committing to lifelong education, you not only stay ahead, but also create opportunities for yourself and others. Success is not about luck or talent alone. It is about the knowledge you acquire and apply every single day. Keep learning, keep growing, and watch how your life transforms.